Hi guys, welcome to the Pompey Fisherman channel out on the boat. Right, tonight I don't know how long we'll be out for because I'm not worried about the weather, but there's been no ragworm around today. The diggers ain't been out because the weather's been so rubbish, so nobody had any ragworm. So all I've got is what I had left of last night and some frozen ragworm I froze down a while ago, so I don't know whether that's going to work. Hi Richard. But we'll have to see how long we can stretch it out for. Boyd South Coast Hooligan, yeah, it's low tide here, a bit windy, but we'll see how we go. Oi Bill, good evening sir. I'm having my obligatory cup of coffee before we start and get out. Pretty much the same crack as last night, if I'm honest. Try and find a buoy to hang on to. I tried to get some more ragworm. There's none around anywhere. Snake bites, yeah, and not the alcoholic type. I want another one of them. I've literally got about a dozen holes in my finger. Little shit. That's what I mean about not wanting a conger eel on here. I mean, if I can get a 2-foot eel bites me, what's a 6-foot eel going to do to me? Major Stone, good evening, sir. Stu, how you doing, buddy? Just warming the engine up, having a drop of coffee. There's some clouds out there that look absolutely horrible, but hopefully they'll wander on by. And we'll get out, hopefully we'll get 4 hours in. Have to see what happens. And if I use up the last of my bait, my ragworm tonight, and I've tried to order a pound tomorrow, but they've basically, the ragworm suppliers that supply all the shops in the local area said they've all just been on or come back off holiday, and none of them wants to go out and get soaking ring and wet through at the moment. So, hence no ragworm. I mean, I can't say I'll blame them. We've had some vile weather, haven't we? And standing in the mud trying to dig in 50-mile-an-hour winds and torrential rain. I mean, I don't think I'd want to go either, even if I was young. It's dead quiet in the car park in Northern Marina. There's nobody here. All the boats are laid up because of the weather. Hopefully there'll be a couple of... Glorious! Good evening, Dano. Hopefully there'll be a couple of buoys out there for me to tie on to. And we'll see what we can do. What I'm going to try and do is fish on one rod with the frozen ragworm and just see if it's any good at all, and that'll give me a yardstick on how long I can make the other ragworm last. But I won't be putting full worms on, otherwise I won't have enough bait. Yeah, I'm out again, Dano. I've got to try and get my numbers up, bruv. I'm suffering, you know what I mean? I'm, at this rate, I'm going to be dead before I get to 1,000 subscribers. And the only reason I want 1,000 subscribers is not like earn bugger all out of it or all that old shit. I just want to be able to be, once you've got 1,000 subscribers, as you know, I'm not telling you how to suck eggs, you're harder to find until you get there. Yeah, it's blowing a bastard. But I'm going sheltered. It's low tide. I'm in the lee of the land. If it blows up mental, I'll come back in. I mean, the boat will take it. Depends how nasty it gets. But the worst of it's gone here, Dan. I mean, at the moment, the sun's out. I mean, I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's some vile looking clouds out there. But I'm working on the assumption that to get my numbers up, I need a lot of luck. I need big channels like yours, Dan, to help me out, will help me out a bit, and try and get there. Because otherwise I'm not going to get the subscribers. So the boat's in the marina till Saturday. So if I can get Ragworm tomorrow, I'll be out again tomorrow and out Friday and move the boat back on its mooring Saturday. Yeah, it ain't far off here, Dan. Was 50. I'm sure as eggs is eggs, I'm not going to stick my nose out into the Solent because I'll get the living shit beat out of me. But all the masts are clanging away in here and everything that can blow is blowing. Welcome anglers and trawlers. Good evening, sir. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, but if I don't try, I'm never going to get there, am I? I'm not going to get subscribers sat on my sofa indoors. I'll probably need 2 weeks rest after these 5 days. I'll be hanging. But I'm giving it my best shot. That's all I can say. Yeah, I know. It's if it gets too bad, Dan, I'll just take more painkillers, brother. It's already bollocksed. I can't make it any more broken than what it is. And it's fused itself together in amazing shapes, so. 420 Fisherman, good evening, sir. Thank you for coming on. Right. I suppose I'll cast off and that's it, Dan. You know, my kids have thrown me in the sea when I fall off the twig, so it's where I'm happiest. Apart from being with my wife, obviously, so I love her to bits and I love my kids to bits, but this is my hobby. It's funny, the more subscribers you get, the more you feel like you're doing something right. And where it's taken me so long to get subscribers, it makes your brain think you must be doing something wrong. But, hey ho. Right, I'm going to cast off and get going. Try not to fall in the oven. Bloody great yacht next to me, and about 2 inches of room to get out. Good evening, Austin Fisherman. John B, good evening, sir. Kayak Dangler, good evening. It's going to be windy. It's going to be horrible. Hopefully, Morecambe anglers. With a 56 centimetre and a 48 centimetre last night, and a 44 that I threw back, and a couple of shoal bass. But as I say, I couldn't get any ragworm today. Nobody's got any, so I'm fishing with what I had left last night and a bit of frozen that I had in the freezer. Don't know if that'd be any good. Probably not. So I'm governed by. God, it looks nice out there. I'm governed by not a lot of bait. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I know other bastards are going to be going eating this, aren't they? It's low tide, so I'm going to be fishing the tide up. Real sea fishing, good evening. Thanks, John B. If I can get out, catch a few fish and get back in one piece without getting too beat up, I'll be happy. So everybody else is in the harbour, come off their moorings and gone in the harbour and battened down their hatches. Lunkin Larry, how buddy? And stupid is going out. Awesome fishermen's in the house. And also a couple of boys out there. There's normally about 20 yachts out here, and there's about 7. So it's actually bad the weather's been. Baz on the rocks. Good evening. Get out, that tide went down quick. It's a bit shallow. Must be a big tide. 1.5 metres in the main channel. What's that all about? So I don't know why I'm looking around for traffic. There's going to be nothing here except me. Wind's blowing straight down the gut of the harbour, or the channel that I'm going in. So once the tide starts running in and the wind starts hitting against it, Should be fun. If it gets too nasty, I'll just blow the airbed up, go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. White screen with buffering. I don't know, bruv, I'm not losing it here. It's your 2-bob phone bill. Have you gone somewhere then? Because I can see all you lot. Perfect. I'm not buffering on my phone. Yeah, I mean, normally I can tell by my own. If it's buffering, it'll buffer on my phone and then it'll buffer on my iPad. Thanks 420, but it's doing neither at the moment, so I don't know. Perhaps the wind's blown down an aerial somewhere. It's not, it's fine here, Bill. So I think it's going to get a bit lumpy once the tide starts to run. It'll be wind over tide then. Yeah, thanks, Bill. Yeah, I'm cursed. Even YouTube don't like me. This is going to be fun. I kind of see the pickup buoy because it's round the other side of the buoy. So I'm going to have to come try getting it from the back. I lost signal when I got on this mark last night, so that might happen. Hopefully not. I'll run round in a circle and go downwind of the buoy. It's hiding. I can see here a little tow rack. No. I've got the AIS on. Go away. Right. I've landed. Chuckle 2. Evening, Keith, Sharon. Me, Maureen. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate that. Maybe lose signal because of the marker towers. They have large radar effectors. Mobile signal. Possibly. Hopefully I won't lose it now. I'm nose into the wind. Like I say, once the tide starts running, it's going to be wind over tide, so that might be a bit bouncing around-ish. But I will be safe. If it gets nasty, I'll put a life jacket on. Thank you, Richard. You're a diamond. 33 in the chat. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Looking for a good evening, hopefully. And tonight I will make sure the rod is secured and I'm going to try and exit the boat at 50 mile an hour when them big old basset these frozen rag I've got, they must be cryogenic. I think I froze them about 2 years ago, so God knows what they're going to be like, but I've got a few live ones. So hopefully everything will be cushy. And I've got my best bit of GoPro camera. So I'll switch that on just in case I get something to film. Which I probably won't, but there you go. Right, guys. Let's get set up. Same rigs as last night, size 4 Chinoos on a 2-hook flapper. I run with ugly stick rods and Akios reels. I love them to bits, they're real fun. They've got really nice action to them. What are they? They're 20 to 30 pound class. One's a black ugly stick, the other one's a gold one, which is a tiger, ugly stick tiger. Right, I had a pair of scissors on here once. Back to them. They might be in here, and then again they might not. Get my moleskin glove out, so, or turtle skin glove out, so when I catch them bass they don't impale me. Scissors are conspicuous by their absence. This in here. Yep. The threaded bells. Don't like using. Cockle, what the state of this is. Oh. Well, they still resemble ragworms, so the approach is put a frozen one on with a bit of live on the end of it. Try and make the bait last. That's the plan. And trick them. You these stink, so if it's smell thereafter, it will definitely do the trick. So, 2 dead ones and a live one. Ooh, I'm falling the sea bean back. Otherwise the wind's going to bugger off with them. So I don't know when I froze these rag down, but I think it was a couple of years ago, or at least a year ago. So they've been cryogenically frozen in and vacuum packed for a situation just like this where there's no ragworm about. Just a little bit of live to give it a wriggle. And hopefully my rod won't try and go over the side of the boat again. Right. There's one in. Now for numero dos. Using 3-ounce bomb weights. As I'm saying, the most basic rig you can possibly come across with just two hook flapper with size 4 chinoos. Freezing these ragworm up and putting them in vermiculite and wrapping them in a roll like you would black lug keeps them in good nick. So it'll be interesting to see if anything wants them. Just going to put dead lug only on this, dead rag only on this rod, so I'll get a yardstick of whether they'll take it or not. We can do but try. Right, we're in and we're fishing. This rods I ever owned were the Abu Elite series. I found them. I have a few on. To be honest, they're so much fun to fish with. And I've got Shakespeare Omni, which I've got an Achios multiplier on because. Thanks, Rich. For if I fish for something bigger, like because it's more robust on the tip. But I love the action on the ugly sticks, and they almost bend over double. Rich and Leo, good evening, sir. And they're great fun to fish on. But we're here. The calm before the storm. And we're having a go. That's all we can do. And I'm putting the rods down there so you can see them. Oh, Hatchie! Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, Rich. I looked at them tips I got, and they're not whatever Dan said they were. They're not a shark bite thing or something. I got them on Amazon. They're £7.60 each, without the batteries. And like I say, they're green, and then when you get some sort of movement, they turn red. And they're really bright and they're really good. I haven't put any batteries in them yet. But as you can see, I'm fishing amongst a load of yachts. 36 in the chat. Thank you very much. I seems to be stuck on 348 subscribers. I use Seabite Bill. There wasn't a name on them. Look, they're not a branded name. The first time I've ever seen rod bite things that change colour when you get a bite, I must admit. Bit high tech for me, isn't it? I used to use the old glow sticks, used to snap in half. Hello, Susie, darling. £15 class 7-foot ugly stick and kayak, seriously tippy one. Alright, darling. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what they're called. I just Sue, I've got one for Sue as well. She loves hers. They're just so easy to use, and they're great fun when you get a bite. And also, where they're so whippy, they take. And I'm on braid, and braid, as you know, has got no give in the line. And I don't use leaders, not leaders, shock leader. So the tip takes, I mean, anything out. You're playing the fish on the rod. Still, just sit and wait, see if they like dead ragworm. I've got fish going under me. As long as I don't get another snot stick, I don't care. I'm really hot. I don't know why. Hi, Jenny. Out with my lovely wife, having a drink. Good girl. Look after each other. Yeah, I tumbled that, Susie. I've got chocolate, I've got a flask of tea, and I've got painkillers, so I'm all set up. And I managed to put the handles on my locker doors so that I can actually open the locker now without trying to grab hold of the side of the door. Well, it's quieter than last night, guys. We had a fish in the first 2 minutes last night. Low tide. Low tide was 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock? It's the second today, yeah. So the tide should be coming in. I mean, I'm going to sway around like a lunatic when it does. At the moment, the wind's holding me off. The only good thing at low tide is there ain't a lot of weed running by. This is a bit of a strange position because you've got water coming around the back end of the Isle of Wight Island, as well as trying to come in Chester Harbour, so it's a bit of a push-pull me until the tide really starts running. Oh, what we got here? We're just drinking. Yes, it was dragging. I think I could get a bite that quick. 2 days, 2 nights on the trot. Just gotta watch out the lines don't go around me outboard. Yeah, dragging the weight. Still, I suppose it gives it some movement. What could I do with there? I could do with maybe that, and that, and that, and that on that, and then it might stop the two dragging together. We'll probably have some white horses once the wind changes direction. Carl Tully, good evening. Eric and I were floundering in the mud earlier, gathering cockles with bait. Blimey. Our bait diggers don't want to go eat, Carl. Yeah, it do, kayak dangler. It confuses itself. Like I say, it's coming in from two different directions. So until this tide really starts to run, it don't know what direction to go in. So you end up looking a washing machine. But behind me over there, well, there actually, directly behind me now is an estuary. So the bank comes along, then it goes up in that direction, and the bank this side comes into a point. So you've got the fish go down the estuary looking for crabs and stuff at low water, and then they come out there as the tide rises. So what I'm sat here aiming for when they come out, if they're not too full of food, i.e. crabs, they'll have me ragworm as an aperitif. I mean, that's a big word for me. I don't know this swinging around like, because your lines get tangled up everywhere. I had a rat round with board ladder the other day, and that was a bleeding nightmare to get off. You can see the left rod's dragging. Oh no, what's that all about, Richard? No, Hailing is to my right. Hailing's over there. That over there is Chichester. And that down there is, sorry, that over there is Thorney Island, going around there. And that over there is, I lied again. That over there is Thorney Island. Over there is Emsworth Creek. And there is Chichester. I'm actually, Hailing is in front of me. Rods and Wills, how are you, buddy? Good man. Is Will out tonight then? I did ask him, he said he didn't know whether he was going to go out or not. Oh shit. The older I get, the more clumsy I'll get. So I'll only be out till about midnight, I would imagine. Wrap up around the engine. If I get a bite, the reel will let go. Never used them actually. Will, how you doing, buddy? I just what name didn't I? I've got a one of them wheels that go round things. Steve Coppin, good evening, sir. Thanks for coming on. Oh, that line's going to cause me grief. Don't go around the engine, please. I'm going to have to stick that in a rod holder. You ain't going to be able to see that one, I'm afraid, but it keeps trying to wrap itself around the engine. Cool, I've got a heap of shoal bass going underneath me like a giant snake. A multitude of swim bladders. Quiet because I'm using dead worms for the minute. I'll put live ones on that rod in a minute, I think, see if it makes a difference. I mean, the scent's there. What was that? Oh, here. Don't wrap round more line. You feisty little git. Come here. First bass of the evening. It's only a shoalie. Stay still, full. Shoal bass. That was on dead ragworm, so they are working. In you go, mate. No blank again on the boat. That was on the line with dead ragworm and a little bit of live ragworm on the end. So obviously works. I don't want to use dead ragworm obviously, but when you can't get any live, got to make do what you can. And no, nothing but ragworm works in this harbour. Two dead ones and a bit of live one. One in here somewhere. No, yeah, midgets. He's not a midget, but there ain't much of him. So. Just for a bit of movement on the line. didn't take the cloths home and wash them again, did I? So what stinky cloths. First fish of the evening. Boy, Paul. Thank you very much indeed, Paul. Yeah, it's not a bad size schoolie, but it's mainly big ones here. Oh, gee, Sue's dad's going to have to start eating them quicker. I thought it was going to be sheltered here. I'm surprised how sheltered it is, to be honest. Not tempting fate or anything. All the horrible, nasty clouds seem to be to the north of me now, so they've passed me. Sort of swerved me. It was raining when I came to the marina in the car. Yeah, it's you, I'm retired, buddy. We got heaps of grandkids and heaps of kids. I've got to turn the GoPro on again. Oh, God. I've not got one bit of footage on my GoPro of actually catching a fish because I keep forgetting to switch the damn thing on. So one day I will make a video. Probably be absolute junk, but I will have a go. Thanks, Lunkin Larry. I was hoping my new landing there would turn out today, but it's not coming for another 2 or 3 days, I don't think. Because trying to put that one together while you're playing a fish, and also where it's, I said last night, it's such a fine mesh that it's got a lot of resistance in the water, and when it's up, it's huge. So I've ordered a loose net one, only cheap one. But I'm leaving a rod resting. because the boat's in the marina, I've got to make the money out every night. Like I say, tomorrow night depends on whether I can get, if the bait diggers actually go bait digging. I've got to phone up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and if they have been out, then I'll get a pound. But I couldn't even order any for tomorrow because they said they might not have been out and might not have none. Show me something, mate. Been touched. That was dead ragworm only, so I'll put a live bit on the bottom hook. See if that makes a difference. Take that off. That's just goo. Big old deado. And a bit of live. What we got? That one, he'll do. He will do. He's got wiggleness. Cloth, where are you, cloth? Hi, Pops. Good evening, sir. Thank you for coming on. Stick that one out there. See what occurs. Hi, Simon. Yeah, love and retirement. I ain't got no money. I am the quintessential poor old pensioner. The only thing I got worth anything is me boat. The old banger of a car, an old Hyundai Santa Fe that I'll give 600 quid for 4 years ago. And that's been a good old girl. That tows the trailer and the boat and everything, but it do like a drink. It is mega expensive to run. Still got 30 in the chat. Thank you very much. I thought if we'll be on, I'll plummet like a stone. Got some lights on the drum. Yeah, I'll feel for your wife, Hatchie. It's disgusting. Trouble is, if you're in the NHS, you join the NHS because you want to be a nurse or a doctor and you want to look after, mainly nurses, because doctors know they're going to earn a chunk of change. But nurses, they've just got a kind heart and they want to help people and look after people. And the government knows that, you know, it's a passion. And they just take liberties with that. They just totally take liberties. Like, you know what I mean? They know they won't sort of like strike and leave their patients in the lurch. But when you're working God knows how many hours a week, and by the time you've paid your rent or your mortgage and your bit of food and that, you're left with no money, you know what I mean? Like, that's just wrong on so many levels. And the government spends money like water and just takes it all from the people that are the working men and working ladies. If it was coming out of their pockets, trust me, they'd soon do something about it. Makes me laugh when old Sunak says, I know how you feel. How does he know how they feel? He's a multi-millionaire, his wife's a billionaire. Oh, St James's. She's been stabbed and still works there. Oh, Dad, where did you send it to, Pops? Because my email address is billbean56@hotmail.co.uk. I looked on that email and I looked on the Pompey Fisherman email as well, which is, I can't bloody remember, the Pompey Fisherman at yahoo.com, I think. But I did look for it, Pops. But if you get a pencil, I'll blow. Not to the one on your about page. I didn't even know I had one on an about page. I don't even know what that is. Get a pen and tell me when you're ready and I'll tell you it again. Right, it's Bill Bean, BILLBEAN 56 at hotmail.co.uk. Good man. No worries, Pops. Yeah, if you send it on that, or anybody else wants to get hold of me, if they want like tackle box stickers or whatever, you can get hold of me on that. That's the main one I use. The Pompey Fisherman one, to be honest, I've got a Pompey Fisherman Facebook page, what my son set up for me, and I'm too old for that malarkey. It takes me about 20 minutes to remember how to go from one to the other. And he set up the password, and I can't even remember what that was. I swear they do it to me just so they can have a laugh. Oi, JD! How are you, my man? I've got 36 in the chat, JD. And I think Will's out as well, so I am amazed. Oi, Nick the Fish. How are you, buddy? I plugged me card out of the GoPro into me new laptop today. And I went through the footage, and I basically got footage of the boat when it was in on the trailer with no steering wheel, and then another bit of footage from me in here, and the footage of last night when I caught the big fish. You can't see the fish, you can only see the net. I don't, for some reason, and don't ask me why, I don't show the fish on the GoPro, and then it's just me putting ragworms on and waffling. So that was a bit of a pain in the butt, wasn't it? $36 in the chat. Blimey, thanks, people. No new subscribers, Real Sea Fishing. I live in hope. I've got the 348 and seem to stuck there. Mr. and Mrs. Diner, good evening. Kevin, good evening, sir. We've had one shoal bass. Oi, Martin. One shoal bass I've had, Mark. So it ain't blanked again. But I'm using dead worm and bit of live worm. I was going to say to you, Martin, how did you get sunburn doing the kitchen? Thank you, Coptight. Thanks, Ross. Thank you, buddy. No, that's red paint. I'm lost now. No, that's red paint. I'll see. I'm on a buoy outside of Northerney, Martin, so that if it gets iffy, I can just drop the chain off the front and bolt into the marina. I'm staying out the way. Big Beard. Boy, Big Beard. Better fish out the lights for the rod tips. I don't remember where I put them. Where did I put them? I know I put them in here, I'm sure I did. Exactly where is another question. What have I done now? Head torch. Try and find right in front of me. Hiding behind a cake. Hi, Paul. Right, I'm going to put the batteries in the light tips. Ooh. Get the other battery being on. There's the other one. Duncan back down there, and you can see him. And have a cup of tea. In my flask of nice tea. Oh. I was watching the bit of video that I did do. I thought, bloody hell, I'm huffing and puffing like an old steam train. $39 in the chat. Thank you very much, guys. Got some big fish going underneath me. Just need them to run off with my line, but not my rod. Some big old swim bladders down there, right on the bottom. What I've got to try and remember is, if I get a bite, put my head torch on, put the GoPro on, and then bring the fish in. Then I might end up with a video where people actually see fish, which, let's face it, at the end of the day is what it's all about. But pressure off, I haven't blanked. Press the button. Thanks, Pops. Yeah, well, I've pressed the button so it's on. The screen's black, but I think when... Oh, what was that? And that's where I'm swinging. But in theory, I should push the button and the screen should light up and the little bit should turn red. And then I'm cooking on gas. Now, was that a bite? Or was that being dragged? That's a bite, I think, or was that being dragged? I can't tell. I'm swinging around so much. If there's anything of any size, it'll hook itself anyway on these size 4 Chinloos. The bass really do fight well here though. Pompey, good evening. The cheesy John Wayne voiceover. $43 in the chat. Blimey, thanks, people. It's dragging on the bottom. I've got the drag set so fine on these Akios reels after last night nearly losing the rod. Brilliant. 50 likes, wonderful. Thank you, people. I've got to get somewhere in a minute, ain't I? Surely to God. I need to get everybody to get their whole families to subscribe, even if they don't like fishing. Just go in there and hit the subscribe button if they never watch me again. Get the cat's paw and get him to subscribe. Oh, I had tea. That's probably cold. Says that email didn't work. Right. Have another go. B for Bravo, I for Indigo, Lima, Lima, B for Bravo, E for Echo, A for Apple, N for November, 56 at hotmail.co.uk. It's views that count more than subscribers. Thanks, Steve. I don't know. Is it Dano? I thought it was subscribers. I think you've got to have 1,000 subscribers before you get to be able to be found. Like, because like everybody else will know, like you go onto YouTube and like they'll pop up and you'll have like that they've done a live or whatever. Mine, you've got to go searching for. If you don't actually put in the Pompey Fisherman, you'll never find me. Rods and Wheels, 500 now. Brilliant. Yes. Views definitely. 10k views gets a pay. I ain't worried about a payment. I don't want. I'm not worried. I'm not at it for that. Oi, Sammy. How are you, mucker? Yeah, I'm not thinking of doing it for a living or anything. I don't know. It makes you feel like you're doing something right, doesn't it? Hopefully, when the summer turns up, if it ever turns up, then I'll be out in the Solent fishing around the forts and seeing if I catch a place. If I catches a place, a sizable place that I can take home and eat, I'll be doing a jig on the boat. You'll see an old fart doing a dance. No, I know. I know every little helps. I appreciate that. Say this week I'm working on the assumption if I put the hours in on YouTube, then that'll help. But after Saturday, I'm going to have to put the boat back on the moor on Saturday because I can't afford to leave it in the marina anymore. Excuse me. So I don't know when I'll be out again after that. There's 40 odd people watching you tonight and you're doing it right, mate. Thanks, Steve. Fishing Dorset, hoi, hoi, hoi. I apologise, Shane, for forgetting names. I really do. I'm useless with names, buddy. Dragon again. another 5 minutes. I'll check the baits. I think the problem with me is I haven't got a clue what people want to watch. I mean, it's like when I was working on the boat, I didn't put any of that live because I thought, well, nobody's going to watch me working on a boat, are they? But shit, needs a painkiller. Be back to give me a bit of grief. South Coast. Oh, sorry, Dan. I didn't see you come on, mate. But no. Sorry, buddy. I don't know how to go back up on what has been said. Always have to wait with this process and make it public. Also, don't make it suitable for kids that is disabled. Bill, just do what you want to do. People will find your content. No one will like every fisherman. Just do whatever's fine. Yeah, it's fair comment, Rods and Wills. You just sit and watch your rods. Thanks, Ross. Let me try and go back and see what Dan said. Oh, I can't because I can't make it move. Stuck in the mud, covered in weed, or got a crab. Jesus. Get out. They can all get snagged out here. That's got to be a rock. Bloody Nora. It's like pulling an anchor in. Oh, and there it snaps. Well, that's a new one for me. I have broken off. I've never broken off before, ever. So I don't know what that was. It sort of wanted to move, but didn't. And it snapped the braid. Something new, I suppose.
Silver sky, celestial.
Now, I've got to see if got any kit.
Silver sky,
Yeah, stay there. Needs a running bead. There ain't one in there. Never broke off before. Oh, don't you snag and all. Cool. Bennett. None in there. Don't think there's any in here. How strange. Oh, bloody light. None in there. Ah, is there one in here? Yes. One of them. Got one with a white clip on. No, of course not. That'd be too much to ask. Got a bead. Bloody hell. I've got weed on this. Stripped. We've been stripped. Bear with me, peeps. Right, there's obviously a massive snag over there. So I might go that way again. Let's get one rod out fishing. One dead one. Half a live one. Trying to trick the fish. And if I put one bit on that wiggles, as well as the ones that have been vacuum packed for the last 3 years, I'll trick them. Would you put them in vermiculite, wrapping them singularly and freezing them down, they don't know, stay in good nick. Well, I'm not going that way again because obviously a great big snag out there. Bear with me, peeps, while I play making a rig up. Whoa! That didn't take long, did it? Right. Turn on GoPro and hit record. And see what fish we got. Hope you can see that on the GoPro. Look, come back. Oh. We have a fish. Whoa, lunatic. Take a chill pill. You're not happy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Measure him and I'll show him to you. "43 centimetres. But, oh shit, sorry. 43 centimetres. "43 centimetres. Light on. Bass. And he's going back in. So, watch him swim away, hopefully. There you go. Ah, shit. I don't think I had it on the go bit. Never mind. I think I just spoke to myself with the GoPro before it was switched on, so never mind. I might have something on there, I suppose. Right, let's try that again. What have I done now? Best bit of super duper light's gone round the wrong way. Right. See if that stayed there long enough. You missed a bass, Dano, 43 centimetres, but he's gone back, brother, because I don't keep him at that size. I've got enough at home. So he's gone back. Right, that through there. Bead. And I've got snapped off, which I've never had before, and I've never had to make the line up while I've been out before, so that's a new one for me. on, fingers work. Can't believe I broke off. It don't never happen. I've done something wrong here, haven't I? You complete bell end. I want that on there. And that on there. Right. That's on there. Bit of excitement, wasn't it? Oh, I can't see my glasses, nearly fell off the end of my nose. So I was trying to look through the wrong bit of my bifocals. I wonder I couldn't threadle the line. Mr. Magoo threadles a line. But they're getting bigger. Not quite the stamp I want yet, but they're getting bigger. Excuse me while I re-tackle up. I'm not looking at the comments. I can't multitask. Right. Same rig. Just a chalk flapper. Go away, Showman Coast Guard. I don't believe I remembered to put the light on and put the GoPro on and forgot to push the button to turn a little bit red. So I was having a conversation with myself, letting the fish go without the camera being on. What a complete donkey. There's another bit of worm. You'll do for two. I'm running one frozen ragworm and a bit of live ragworm, chipping it off. As you've probably fed up with me saying now. You know you get a bite when your rod tries to run out the boat. I must have been gutted, these worms that I froze down were dying because they're massive. Right, let's have another go. Right there, the snake's out there. So you'll go and eat there. Where the snag isn't. Right, I'm back. Wiggly doing the boys next there. I'm Night Steve. 40 in the chat. Jolly spiffing. Thank you very much. Ooh. Things splashing around. Well, at least that's 2 fish, is it? Or 3, I can't remember. Brain's gone dead again. I think it's 3. They're good fun though, they don't have to fight. The tides, this don't make sense. Oh yes it do, of course it do. Tides running that way. Duh. Blimey, it's nearly 10 o'clock. We might be fishing till 1 o'clock at this rate. I've still got worm left. Because I definitely ain't going to make another day. So I'm not going to stay here till I run out of worm, I suppose. And then sleep through the day like a vampire. I think I've had 3 bass. I had a shoal bass, then a bigger shoal bass, then a 42 centimetre bass. So I'm if Will's had 1, I'm 3-1 up. 3-1. Make a video tomorrow making new rigs ready. I've never, I'll sit there and make, I mean I used to make the rigs and sell them. I used to do them for the, a couple of the charter fishermen. But where I'm so anal and I use all the top gear and top hooks and make my own stainless steel, fast clips out of 316 stainless steel, there weren't nothing in them. I think I was getting about 30 pence a rig out of them. And it got to the stage I was watching telly and I was doing them on autopilot. But they just weren't like, and yeah, they was ordering them 100 at a time. But I don't know. If any of you here, thank you, Martin. Michelle. Oh yeah. I'll run out of, I'll have to order some more size 4 chino hooks. Because I ordered a pack, they come a pack of 10, that makes up 5 rigs. Well, Sammy the snot eel ran off with one yesterday. Well, destroyed it, and I've snagged one up tonight, so I'm 2 down. Thanks, Ross. That's blue strap flapping in front of the camera. Ah, this one. Is that it? Sorry, it's the wind. What thumbs up if you are, as I can't hear you talking as I'm in the pub. Thank you. Yeah, well, I used to sell mine for. What used to sell them for? I think they were £2.50 a rig, and that was with a main line of £70 blue marlin line with amnesia 25 or £30 rig lines, with obviously all different size hooks, but mainly they were Cox and Roll hooks with the stainless steel fast clip at the top of the rig, stainless steel fast clip for your weight, 180-pound brake and strain swivels, obviously stainless steel, can't remember the name of them, the swivels that have got the hook on for the up and over. I've done Pompey loop rigs, 2 hook and 3 hook clip down rigs, but it was mainly for beach fishermen. I mean, because like boat fishing, the rigs are a lot simpler. But yeah, it was just. Hi T4. I'm on a. This is a Atlantic Fisherman 480. They're made in Portugal. They're basically a 16-foot version of like a Warrior or a Predator, a smaller version of. Same sort of setup. Front door in the cabin, seating all the way round, helm in the same place, lockers under the seats, lockers at the back, live bait well, all singing and dancing. Thank you, T4. Yeah, I mean, it's the best boat I've ever had. And this has seen me out now. Me and Martin, the autistic angler, we've been out in it with like 8-foot rollers hitting us broadside, and the boat takes any weather. It's not comfortable, I'd lie if I said it was, but the front door of the cabin's a nightmare. Yeah, Martin loves the front door. If I ever send him out or ask him to go and pull the anchor in, he either manages to get the front door trying to guillotine his head off, or he ends up with the Alderney boy stuck under his armpit and copious amounts of rope in every direction. What's the running cost of your boat with the mooring fuel, etc.? Right. Mooring. Me mooring at Wilson's for 6 months is £600. I've done 16 miles in the boat, and that cost me £17 in fuel. So it's about £1 a mile. So 40 horse, fuel injected Mariner Mercury, 2007, and the boat is a 2007. So it's cheap to run. If it wasn't, I couldn't afford it. But when I go into Northerney, like I have for the past 4 days, it cost me about £15 a night to have it in Northerney Marina, because it's only little. Mooring I've got at Wilson's is a 4.5 mooring, like tidal mooring. Night, Nick. Of course it does, Martin. I was saying, if we ever get a summer, we'll be at the Dean Tower and round the back of the forks, or even Benbridge Ledge if it's nice enough weather. I would imagine at 22 knots, getting out of Bembridge would probably, there and back, would probably cost me something around 3 gallons of fuel. Yeah, it's a full stroke Mariner Mercury, 40 horsepower, fuel injected. And it gets up on the plane at about 12 knots. And to be fair, I don't go any faster than that if it's lumpy, because it bounces on the top. When it gets up on a plane, it bangs, like, you know what I mean, on tops of the waves, and it ain't no good for my back. So we have a tendency to run slower when it's rough. But if it's calm, on 3/4 throttle, should do 22 knots. Hopefully it'll be this year, Martin. Hopefully we'll get a summer. All we want is a nice day where there ain't hardly any wind and it ain't pissing down with rain. Ain't too much to ask, is it? For summer. That's the reason I didn't get another Dory, because originally I was going to get another Wilson Flyer or Dale Key, but where they bang so much on a cathedral hole, that would shatter my back. Well, yeah, exactly so. The rain we ain't bothered about because of the canopy we got in the cabin. It's just epoxy wind. Plus, if there's no wind, there's less yachts out there. When I came round from the mooring the other day, there must have been 200 yachts in that bit of harbour by Sandy Point. It's an absolute nightmare. They had 5 safety boats out. They must have been training all the nippers. There was hundreds of them. Our Sue's down her mum and dad's out with her friend watching bands in a pub. So they'll be getting on down and getting Brahms and Liszt. Yeah, that lot that came in the harbour wasn't it? This one, Martin, there was racing boats, like racing dinghies, but there must have been about 7 schools, training schools with them out there. They were everywhere. Add that to the lunatics on the surfboards that have got the hydrofoil on the bottom and they're holding on to a blown up moth going at 100 miles an hour. Exactly so, Fish and Dorset Lloyd, but you say that, but I couldn't afford to buy. Didn't want anything bigger than 16 foot for 3 reasons. I couldn't afford to put it in a marina when I wanted to if it was over 16 feet, because it goes by the meter and it flies up nearly double as soon as you go over like 5 meters. I wanted something I could afford to run, but was comfortable and safe enough and quick enough to get me where I wanted to go. And I went 40 mile the other side of Swansea to get it, because down the south coast I couldn't afford, well, I've only seen 3 of these boats. And like an old Predator, a 2000 Predator or a 2000 Warrior, they want 11 to 14 grand for them. And there ain't no way in the world I could afford that sort of money. Angling Anxiety, how are you? Jesus, I ain't seen you for ages. How you doing, brother? You keeping well? Blimey, Kev, I ain't seen you for... I ain't heard from you for about 12 months. You must be busy, brother. Working and that. Oh, Mrs. Your lunatic travels out, Kev, catching fish bigger than a sod boat. You nutter. Thank you very much indeed, Kev. Subscribe. I'm surprised you found me, Kev. Well, you goes out from damn my manor, don't you, when you goes eat sharking and that? Or do you go all the way down to Cornwall and still go out down there? Shut up, Solent Poxy Coast Guard. Be quiet. Oh, really? Thank you. Yeah, you did used to make me laugh, bruv. You're completely raven. Chopping up Wilson floors and cutting cabins in half and putting planks down the side of the boat and complete nutter. Half an handrail sticking out the back, and then fishing in a river underneath a bush in a dory. You complete plonker, Rodney. Just not YouTube for a while, I'll be back. No, it'd be good to see you back, Kev. I got on a bus the other day. I moved the boat round and I had no way of getting... I couldn't get a lift back to get me car, so I got on a bus. I got on the wrong bus. The bus I got on took me a complete circumnavigation of Hayling Island until I got where I wanted to go to. And walking about a quarter of a mile nearly killed me. 3 bass, Will, 1 bass, 1 snot stick! Yeah, he can keep the bleeding snot stick. You be safe, Kev, bruv. Stop working so hard. You're a long time dead. Oh, Conger. He loves them congers, doesn't he? There is no such thing as a nice conger. It's a snot stick on steroids. If I was unlucky enough to catch a conger eel, trust me, you wouldn't see it because I'd be T-barring it off on the side of the boat. I've gone quiet here. Dogfish love mackerel, just to let you know. That's why I don't fish with mackerel. It's not a fish. It's a snot stick on steroids. A 105 pound conger. I'll be up with the mast. That must have come in like a bleeding bin liner full of Swarthega. Yeah, exactly so. A conger on a sib. The old wind's picking up. What time is it? 18 minutes past 10. I think I'll start putting live ragworm on in a minute. £7 conger for Will. It was like a Staffy Bull Terrier. Yeah. You can keep it, Will. Not only did it ugliest thing in the world, yeah, smash. That was mental, wasn't it, when he was catching them in the rocks? They was like about 10 foot long. But that's what it's like over in Guernsey, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? You can just walk along and catch lobsters in the rocks. The colours on the young congers is beautiful. You needs new glasses, you do, Martin. There's no such thing as a beautiful conger eel snot stick. No, I don't want none of them, Dano. Yeah, no, they're nice boats, Carl. Yeah, I couldn't afford one of them, Carl. Well out of my pension bracket. That's why I've got a miniature version. It's the same sort of boat, it's just shrunk in the wash. I put mine in the tumble dryer too long. I've gone really quiet. It's not a lot going on. Well, that's what I'm saying, 16 large. Uber Fisherman! Oi, buddy! No, it ain't. I'm 16 grand. You're looking at a 2000 to a 2002 Warrior. Still makes 11, 12 grand. Plus mine, I mean, like, it's on a fully roller coaster trailer, and I can tow it behind my old shitty Hyundai Santa Fe, and it tows brilliant. I think I'm stuck in the mud again. I'm doing all right, thank you, Uber Fisherman. Fed free bass. I think I've got weed coming in there, though, which is never a good thing. Nope, just come off. No, never. It slid down the line and grabbed on again. The beginning of the plague of weed. I know there's an hook in there somewhere, and I don't really want it in my finger. What's going on here then? What's this all about? Oh, more weed, jolly good. Tying me out in knots. It's a horrible green, skanky, cotton wool type weed. On here. What's going on here? Better. Right. I think it's time to put live ragworm on. Din din din. Even though I've been catching them on live and dead. Whoa. It must be stuck in or caught a load of weed. that's got weed on it. And the weed has arrived, unfortunately. It's a weed. Blowing out here. Quite a chill to that wind and all. The wind is howling. Gone past me aerial and radar tube and playing songs, whistling. So it's obviously reached me now. I thought it might kick up once the tide started to run. Any other hook loading? Oh, what a night, late December back in '63. What a very special time for me. I remember what nights. Oh, I got a funny feeling when she walked in the room. Oh shit, that was me head. Note to self, don't headbutt. Don't headbutt the cover when you stand up, beanbag. Right. Pompey Fisher, not good summer, fish poor. You're gonna watch this on telly and chill. Night, Ross. Yeah, it is comfy in here, Ruben Fishman. Yeah, duck. Yeah, this. The other day I had it because it's all adjustable, and I had it up higher. But when it rains, obviously the water runs to the bow, so I've levelled it out. Now I've got to remember to duck when I stand up. Otherwise, I just stove me nut in on the top. Oh shit. It's turning me light round the other way because I couldn't see it. It decided to naff off. Yeah, it's bloody chilly in that wind. No, it's Atlantic Fisherman. It's like a Warrior, but it's smaller. Same setup, front hatch, seats all the way round with cushions on, all built-in storage. The Warrior's got better seats than this because they have like bucket seats, whereas this hasn't got bucket seats. These are made in Portugal. It's a 2007 boat. But it's the same style of boat, shall we say. But with these, they've got, instead of the windows being sort of like attached to the boat, just the glass, these have got aluminium frames with rubber inserts and the glass in there, and the glass is tinted. So all the windows are aluminum inside and outside with rubbers all the way around, and the cabin, the cuddy cabin itself, is blimey about 6 mil thick, strong as anything. And the boat is, they're made really well. Yeah, these are comfortable, don't get me wrong, the seats are comfortable. I'm just picking up weed now, which is grossly annoying. The only problem with this spot, we've got to fish through the weed to try and get to the fish. Toxic weed. See, this is going to be a pain right the way through now, this weed. stuff. Tried running at a rate of knots. Pick weed up on the other one because that's peeling out slowly. And I'm fishing close to the boat so that I ain't got so much line out. In the vain hope that I won't pick so much up. But it don't seem to be working. Jesus. Oh no! I don't believe that. I've got double snot sticks. Oh, God hates me. I've got two of the sodden things. Oh, behave, you slimy, dirty, horrible, poxy, bloody things. Not bad enough to catch one, I'll get two of them. One fell off. No, look. Two of the bloody things. Stop running up my line, you mother. I'll get in water. You've destroyed my rig. I hate eels. And I catches two of them. Bloody things. I want the hook back. Stay down there a minute. Bloody stinking rotten eels. Don't anyone laugh. Oh, you've tied yourself in a knot, you total retard. I want the hook back. No, the trace is done in, but I want the hook back. Out. You slimy mother. Right. Now what have you done, you stupid animal? Now they've tied themselves up in knots. Ah! Eel in the boat, eel in the boat. Oh, God hates me. God hates me. Look, it's destroyed my rig. Don't you dare laugh, anyone. Come here, you slimy son of a bitch. Bugger off. Not bad enough, I'll get one, I'll get two of the sods. Ah, shit, I forgot about the GoPro. The night's turning into a disaster of biblical proportions. How can you get two of the sodden things? They're supposed to be an endangered species. They're not endangered here. They're bloody everywhere. Christ. Blowing an hooligan, I'm catching snot sticks and weed. And God hates me. And on that note, I'm going to have a cup of tea. Thanks, Paul. Bloody sodden hills. Wreck me rig. I'm going to sulk now. I'm not even putting a rod in the water for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to sulk. GoPro might as well be a bra for all the use it's getting. But the last thing I wanted on my channel was snot sticks. Some weird noises going on out here. So I need a humongous, horrible, nasty something to come along in the pitch black. Keeps me in the lead, yeah. It's the song of the snot sticks. You got it. Oh, Monster Soul. Yeah, I'd love a Monster Soul. I'd love any bleeding soul. I don't believe that. I've lost a rig. Cyril the Snot Stick has destroyed a rig. Don't, Paul. Poxy things. I'm gonna have a cup of tea and a painkiller and sulk. I'm gonna sulk now. I'm having a sulk. There's me painkillers. Suppose at least they didn't bite me, so that's a bonus. Mind you, I didn't give them a chance to bite me tonight. If they're an endangered species and anyone like in the old universities wants to study eels, just give me a ring. I seem to catch poxy things all the time. To prove that they're not endangered, there's heaps of them. I don't know if you can hear that wind whistling, but it's getting a tad bright. Well, put on. Forgot I didn't have the nav lights on. Oops. Mind you, I'm the only silly sod out here, and I'm lit up like a Christmas tree, so I suppose. I'm having a 10-minute chill down time before I try and repair my gear. Yeah, seem to be pulled, don't I? I'm doing a survey on snot sticks. They're in good nick, they're big. I mean, that one was what, I don't know. When he straightened himself, he was on the deck of my boat, he had to be, I don't know, what's that, 2 foot long? And his mate was about 18 inches long. How can he catch 2 of the sodden things? Still on the positive side, I've got me Sakuma hooks back so I can make another couple of traces up them on. That's my fault for putting live ragworm on. When I was putting dead ragworm and a bit of live ragworm, all I was catching was bass. I put some prime big ragworm on, and Cyril and Sydney, the snot stick twins, decided to eat it. It's going to be fun getting back in this wind. The tide is boring in, and the wind is managing to keep me side on. Or beam on, shall we say. I'm talking about Sakuma lately. Others have said they are improved. As a newbie, I don't know what, but I fish rods and reels. I fish with size 4 Sakuma hooks. Now they are tiny. I've had over 50 centimetre bass on them. They're offset a bit. They're strong as anything, and they always lip up the fish, because where the hook is so small, the fish sucks it in, the worm in, because it can't feel the hook, and then when it runs, where the hook is so small, I've never ever had one gut hooked or even throat hooked. They always hook them in the side of the jaw as they run, because they feel the line, but they can't feel the hook until the hook embeds in them. Sammy, I have a bait fridge and a bait freezer in my shed. Those worms I got yesterday morning, and I went and picked my boat up, so I left them in the car, didn't think the sun would come out. So I was gone an hour and a half, bringing the boat round, mooring it, getting a bus, travelling around Island Island to get back to my car. Got them home, put them in the fridge, and what I do is I put a bit of vermiculite in with them, which dries them up, not a lot, just an handful, and it dries them up, and because they come in peat, and it stops them going gooey and keeps them alive longer. But you look after them and change the paper every day. If they're decent worms, they'll last 3 or 4 days. Yeah, 4-0s are a different hook. A 4-0 is a big hook. It's like a flounder hook, or a place hook is a 1-0. Normally a 1-0 wire. These are size 4, so they're not 4/0, just size 4. And they are sharp as anything and strong as you like. Bloody hell, trying to take the cover off and need the wind. Well, this wind is now picking up. Much more of this and I'll be running away. Some with holes in the lid and some of the chickens over them. Right, they're in a little tub with holes in the lid and some chickens over them. Wood chip, I've never had any luck with keeping them alive with wood chip. I mean, back in the through the years, I've tried Amster, like wood chip and all that. Don't do them any good. Vermiculite, which is for plants, you can't take them out of the peat completely, but you put a bit of vermiculite in with them and keep them in the fridge. If you get them in newspaper, like from the tackle shop, don't leave them covered up in newspaper. They don't like it. So open the newspaper up and put them in the fridge. So if you've got a lid on them, take the lid off. They don't like being covered up. They're better off with the air getting to them than they are having a lid with holes in it. This wind's getting a bit iffy, guys. I mean, it's not whipping the sea up, but it's blowing in a direction that as I'm going to try and get into the marina, it's going to be blowing me sideways onto the rough ground. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on it, rods and wheels. It's just in here, it's deceiving how windy it is. But it's gusting out there. Look, as I say, my radar tube on the roof and the solar panels are whistling where the wind's going past them. What time is it? It's only 10:54. I don't want to knock it on the head. But I'm getting tons of weed, snot sticks, and the wind is picking up. That's right, it sounds good to me. It just was supposed to go out tonight, but it's 23 miles an hour now and getting 30 early hours, so I'm not sort of keep. Yeah, if you can put them in a fridge. I mean, look, obviously I've got a bait fridge, just a little small one, because Sue wouldn't have them in a fridge, trust me. If they're in the shed, I mean, it's out of this wind, it's pretty humid, but they should be all right. But don't put the lid on them, and if they're in paper, put fresh paper. Change the paper, tip them out onto fresh newspaper, and so that they're spread out. They don't like if you have them all piled on top of each other, they don't last as long because the juices between them make them go gammy. So if they're spread out, if you get one that dies, it's not going to kill the rest of them because it's entwined with the rest of them. I mean, I haven't got. I mean, I can freeze them down again, I suppose. I'm quite impressed with the ones, the dead ones. I didn't think they'd be any good at all. Bear in mind, they've been in there about a year. But what I did was I put vermiculite on them, obviously when they were alive, and then I put them in newspaper. The worm fold the newspaper, another worm fold the newspaper. Then I vacuum packed them and put them in the freezer. And to be fair, they're not gooey, mushy. They're not like totally dehydrated, so that they're like old bits of dead sock. And I was catching fish on them. And when you haven't got any ragworm around, I suppose it's better than nothing. Not if it's dead. If it dies naturally, no, because it goes all gooey and sort of disintegrates. If they're starting to look like they're going to die, as I say, get a newspaper, lay the worm on the newspaper, fold the newspaper over, then lay another one so that the worms aren't touching each other. There's a sheet of newspaper between them all, and then freeze them. And or put them I mean, I've got a vacuum machine because obviously of my fish. I'll gut them on the boat. Then when I get home, they're straight in a vacuum sealed bag in the freezer. But if you've got a zip, like a zippy bag or something that keeps the air, the moisture out of the bag, and put them in the freezer. And yeah, I've been catching bass on them tonight. But dead ragworm that's died naturally, no. You've got to freeze them before they die. So if they ain't got a, if they look like, the easiest way to tell is like their mouths go like a roll neck jumper and their pinchers start to stick out a bit when they're going to die. But you've got to wrap them before they die, otherwise their body juices just disintegrate, and then you end up with just a load of mush. Long worm fresh is a great bait gun, but I think frozen blood. I've never had any joy in this area with lug. Common black lug definitely, because black lug isn't common to this area. So the fish aren't used to eating black lug because there ain't none here. So it's not natural to their environment. Common lug you can get here, but I've never fished with it because I've never caught anything on it. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be good for plaice and that, but I've never caught fucking plaice and flounders. But I've always fished with ragworm. I don't fish with squid. I don't fish with mackerel or fish baits. I don't fish with prawns because I just get inundated with smooth hounds. All I fish with is ragworm. It's an expensive hobby, but you stick to what works, don't you? If it works, you don't change it. Right, I think I'm going to knock it on the head, guys, because it's getting really windy out there and there is absolute heaps of weed going by me, and I think I'm wasting my time, basically. And Will's on, so you can pop over there and have a cockle. But I really appreciate everyone that has come on. I won't stay live when I'm running in because I've got to turn all the lights off and get my eyes acclimatised to the darkness, otherwise I can't see where I'm going. No, I can't dig my own ragworm. I'm broken. I'm physically broken. I couldn't do that. Springtime's kept them in the tray, a little seawater, the fish change the water regularly. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, like the bait diggers, when I used to bait dig, when I was young, we'd have them in salt water. But yeah, I mean, like, you deliver them to the tackle shop in like shallow salt water, but they don't like to be in salt water all the time. I used to have like a 25-gallon drum of fresh salt water and tried changing it, but it didn't work for me. They always seemed to die. Thanks, Rods and Reels, and thank you for everyone that's come on and supported me. I really do appreciate it. It's just that, like I say, I'm fighting a losing battle here with the weed, and the wind is beginning to howl, and I don't really want to get blown on the onto the withy poles on the way in. So I'm starting to rock and roll here now, and the wind is picking up. I would imagine it's blowing about 25, and once the tide picks up a bit more, it's going to blow even harder. So bless you all. Thank you for coming on. Love to everyone. All be safe. Yeah, it's done me in, Ben. But thanks for coming on. If I can get fresh worm tomorrow, Sammy, thanks buddy, no worries. If I can get fresh worm tomorrow, I'll be out tomorrow night. If I can't, I won't. I can say no more than that. I'll do the money on the marina, and I just have to sit there for a night. But if I can get fresh bait, then I will be out tomorrow night. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate it. You guys make it all worthwhile. Honestly, you do. Especially when I'm out here on my own. You know what I mean? It's nice to have someone to talk to. And, you know, thanks, like you say, to everyone that's joined, everyone that's subscribed. You know what I mean? You make it all worthwhile. But for me, the Pompey Fisherman, for me, it's good night. God bless. Stay safe. Catch us all later.